Yeah. Like off the power, whatever that thing that it gets you into the airport off the plane. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. So is it a dry heat like they say? Really? Like why would somebody live there? Did you really? You guys said that a bunch. No kidding. That sounds unbearable. Right. 100%. Yeah. That sounds terrible. How's your hotel? Is it? So what? Nice. So where's your room? This on this. Do you have me on speakerphone? Because yeah, it's horrendous. It's terrible. I can barely understand you. Yeah. Is it really? Everything's sweating. Can't even put your phone up to your face because it's just wet. Well, it sounds like a fantastic time. You know. So it's already. You guys went to the plant already, like off the. Oh no way. Hmm. So this should be fun then, right? All right. Well, everything else going okay? You doing all right? All right. Well, hang in there. Chin up. Did you? Yeah. You're kidding. That's funny. That is funny. It's hilarious. No, that's super funny. That's so funny. I'm going to tell people about it. That's hilarious. Oh, everything's going good. I've been eating roast beef sandwiches. It's been they're quite delicious. So I've been eating roast beef sandwiches, and you know, now I'm getting into some beers. So all right. All right, babe. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll do that. And I'm glad your flight and everything went good, and you guys didn't, you know, that whole that whole issue of like we're retiring the plane after this flight, and you're like, what in the actual hell did you just tell me that for? I know. That's why I said that. That's why I said that. I know she is. I know. I know, totally. That is so true. I when you said it, when you said it, I was just like picturing her like sitting in her seat, like sitting in her seat. You know what I mean? And did you? That's hilarious. Oh no, that's just so. That's funny though. Oh my god, did you look at her and go, "We're gonna crash"? Well, that's probably the right move. All right, babe. We'll do your thing. Um, Give me a call tomorrow or whatever. I know you're busy, so whatever. All right. All right, babe. I love you too. Thank you. I miss you too. Yeah, me too. All right. All right. Yeah, totally. Yep. I went through. Yep. I had a good draft. Everything went well. Yeah. It was good. I'm a champion. I'm a world champion. I'm a superstar. And now you know this. Good. All right. Yeah. Do your thing. I understand. Have a good week. Try to make it not suck. All right, babe. I love you too. I'll talk to you soon. Be safe. Love you. Bye. So that was my attorney. Um, anyway, how you guys doing? I just happened to get that phone call right when I was going to go live, so I just typed it in there. Like I'm on a phone call with my wife, so she's out of town on business, doing that, and will return probably Friday. I don't know for sure. Could be over the weekend. I don't know. Probably not. Friday. She's coming back Friday. So flew out today. Yeah. Anyway, what's up with you guys? You guys all tried to tune into the Robert Wallace show. Me too. I was included. But do you know what that means in this house? There's nobody in this house right now except Daisy and Callie, the cat. Nobody in the house. I can yell. I mean, I could literally do anything I wanted tonight and just be between us. And I'm not going to take advantage of that. I'm just saying that it's very liberating. So how you guys doing? Oh my gosh. We'll get into some heavy talk in a little bit. You want to sit and chill for a few? We can do that. We can sit and chill. We're not Netflix and chilling. We're just gonna build chill. Build chill. Yeah. Well, hey, nice to see all of you guys. D, KK, Mel Monty, Robert Nizawa. Hey, Robert Nizawa. How you doing, buddy? Robert Wallace. Tracy Birch. Hope I didn't miss somebody. That's okay. Oh, I just read your comment, Robert Wallace. That's you're too much. You know what she you want to hear something? She said a few days ago, she goes, I said, you be careful out there. I said, don't be getting all crazy. I And girls light the streets up. And she goes, "Can I trust you back at the house?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'll be sitting here just watching my stories." That's what this has all come to. Just following truth, watching my stories. That's okay. That's pure. That's pure. That's real. And what feels better in life than feeling real? Truth is real. The pursuit of truth is real. That's what I like. I like deciphering BS from the truth, or at least letting as many vehicles of information come into me to let me determine what I think. And I think I'm where a lot of all of you are. But that drives me. I love the truth, you know. We're going to get a lot of truth when this is I don't know what, a lot of people, me just now, was going to say when this is all over, I don't know how this completely ends and how it's all over. Will there be pockets of it? Probably. There'll probably be some. I mean, you can't have people who are aborigines off the coast of New Zealand for all those many years and not say that people are going to hold on to culture and bad thinking. Hopefully it'll, to the 99th degree, be eradicated, but it will be there. I mean, after all, if you believe in religion, if you believe, some of the more thought out pieces of history have come from the Bible and from the guidance of it. Who's to say there's not so much more that we're not going to learn? I think that might be taking down the whole, hey, James Rohrbach, despite taking down the whole deep state and the evil cabal and really the human trafficking and what's going on with kids, I think as a byproduct of this happening, we're going to share the secrets, which shouldn't be secrets, with the human population, and that won't come overnight. I might be a man in my 80s. And some of the things that exist now today may just be getting rolled out. That's how far advanced it is that just like the whole Great Awakening, they couldn't just dump it on everybody. They couldn't just pour it out and say, here, deal with it. Here's all the truths. You'd lose your mind. That's why it's very difficult to talk to somebody that's 100% asleep right now, is because if you try to have that conversation with somebody that is, and I mean asleep, not somebody that goes, well, government is kind of shady and shifty on both sides, and that kind of stuff. I'm talking about somebody that's asleep. You might kill them if you could guarantee that what you told them about what would just seed in their brain and just materialize. It can't. It can't. And it didn't with any one of us. It took time. We were seeds. We were seeds that finally got fertilized. At whatever point in time you were in your life when you got fertilized, once you got fertilized, you can't get unfertilized. And for whatever reason, there's people that are meant to be fertilized, awake, alive, awake, seekers of truth, seekers of fairness, seekers of the promises of the Bible, the things that our forefathers constructed as the Constitution with the guidance of the Bible being their conscience. It's a beautiful thing to behold when you really step back and look at it. It really is something else. It's really quite something else. This plan will, maybe I might die in my life and never completely understand how big this plan went and how deep it went. It's that elaborate. And you had a few options. Option A was to have exactly what's happening happen. And that's get your guy elected, who happens to be Donald Trump, but get your guy elected because this is a military operation, right? This was hatched by the NSA once they learned the dirty deeds of all the players, not only on the Democrat side, but also in the Republican Party. It was a little more predominant in the Democrat Party, but NSA figured out who these people were and started seeing how the strings and the fabric of our world were really, truly networked and intertwined within each other. That was being exposed to the NSA. They hatched a plan and said, we need the right man for the job. Donald Trump, you happen to fit the bill. You happen to be that right man at this point in time in history. So here you go. Which he knew that if he didn't take it, he knew what the future of America would be. No matter how rich he was, he saw a less favorable future for his family and his legacy in the direction of the world. He saw that socialism is a complete ass backward way to do government. I'm not talking about not helping people. Help people. But you cannot write a blank check across the board on that shit. It's never worked ever. You can say, oh, it's working in Denmark, it's working in Norway. Well, guess what? There's corporate money. They don't have a lot of money going out. They don't have a whole shit ton of people. They're definitely not flying in a bunch of refugees or illegal aliens in a lot of regards, like they are into the USA, Great Britain, Italy, France, Germany, Sweden, where, by the way, there's record numbers of assaults and rapes that are being done. I mean, if you're too dunce to not be able to step out of your bubble of mainstream television and not just take a breath and say, why do I hate Trump? Bitch, stop asking why you hate Trump and start asking yourself why you don't hate all the shit that's being exposed. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you people? What do you mean by you people? Well, I don't mean you people in the chat. I mean you people, you dumb libtard, crazy people. We're not even mad at you. We can't be mad at somebody that's brainwashed. It's very difficult. It's like being upset with your dog. I mean, your dog, or a handicapped person. It's like, how are you going to be mad about that? Well, this complete delusion that these people have doesn't make me mad. It makes me frustrated. It makes me question how somebody with so much passion to argue against it could even not speculate or look into the other side of the argument, like our side of the argument. Like I've always inwardly and in my circles have said that, listen, I really like the message of Donald Trump. I really, really like this going into the election. I like it. But if it turns out that he is anything like, I'm not saying like an inch of dirt or something. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that if it turns out that, boom, something shows up and it's credible and they got him on something. And again, I don't mean to set the narrative to put that on the president. I'm just saying that I would walk away. But as far as I'm concerned, everything he said he's going to do and promised to do, and the fight that he is coming up against, not only in America, but in the world, mostly in America, he is draining this swamp and he is causing people to panic. And they're getting ready to come back into session off their 5-week vacation. They're going to try to push gun control. Here's a conspiracy theory. Could this hurricane be completely manipulated by DARPA or HARP? And they're just slowly moving it up along the coast. I mean, it was a Category 5. They said like 7 people, God rest their souls. But all the destruction of it hanging over the Bahamas, 7 people have been reported as dying in this. And that's tragic. But there might have been another purpose for this hurricane. I said it's a conspiracy theory. We'll see. In the end, we'll see. Right now, I believe it's nothing but a hurricane that's stalled out off the coast of Florida. Kind of waiting to see. Moves and counter moves. You know what I'm saying? Moves and counter moves. When 9/11 went down, there was a hurricane sitting something, I'll get this wrong, but it was something like, I don't know, 60 miles off the coast of New York on that beautiful Tuesday morning, September 11th. Nothing but big clouds in the sky, hardly any wind. Like, maybe it was more. Maybe it was 200 miles off the coast. I don't know. The point is that this hurricane at that point in time sat there and just stalled. It just stalled. Almost like it was conspiracy theory. I told you that. Doesn't mean I believe this. I don't. I'm just saying it's conspiracy. This thing just sat there for 3 days. And September 11th happened, and that was like the first day where it actually stalled out off the coast. It was kind of waiting. I think that maybe because there wasn't an uproar at the time over what we had witnessed or really been just lied to. I mean, it looked exactly what they told us it looked like. From everything they fed everybody, it looked like what they said it was. But in the event that there were so many more people awake, which is what petrifies them, we've been told that, humanity waking up is what threatens them the most. So did they have a backup plan? They said it almost never happens. This hurricane just sat and rotated. 3 days after 9/11. Were they waiting to see what kind of public outrage there was for this thing to just shift all of a sudden and just come in and put whatever they needed? 1, 2, 3, I don't know, maybe 4 days, bounce it off the coast, let it just monkey hammer New York City with high winds, rains, after all of that, just to cover up the trail. It may be shown one day that that's what that was. Our greatest thing that could come out of that might be the fact that America still believed in America when 9/11 happened. We still did. We believed in it. And we believed in good over evil. And it was one of the scenarios that could have happened out of 9/11, but I guarantee you they were ready to put the smack down. They were ready to put the smack down if they needed to after that. Why? Hindsight's 2020. We know what it was. We saw what it was. We've seen it so many different ways that it's non-negotiable. It's not disputable. It's not mathematically possible in any way, shape, or form of how they told us it went down at all. At all. None of it. right down to Building 7 collapsing behind the BBC reporter that had reported it 20 minutes on live air that that building had already fallen. Now listen, you can choose to be asleep. It's not respectable, but you can choose to be asleep. And many are and have chosen that. They can't let it wreck their world. But there are things more important than having a perfect world, and that's having the truth. It's having the truth. I just see it now. Food Stamps in the house. Hey, Food Stamp. What's up, brother? Good to see you, too. So I went off on a little tangent. Yeah. I guess the whole meaning of this was that I was going to call Robert Wallace at a segment in the show. So I'm going to do that now since his show got canceled. But thanks for bearing with me on my little rant to start all 26 minutes of my opening rant. Most of that was a phone call. That's true. We'll see what's kicking in the brain of Mr. Robert Wallace. If you're not a fan, or not a fan, if you're not subscribed to Robert Wallace's channel, it's Front Yard Gardening with Robert Wallace. And now is a perfect time for you to subscribe to him because as far as entertainment value and I'm concerned, I like what he does. But when the last 2 videos started showing all this equipment and all this gold that he was pulling out of like the claim and everything and pulling it out, and I could see it and stuff. And I'm going, man, I'm about ready to load up the truck and move to Beverly Hills. That is not Beverly Hills, but the Northern Hills. I might come work seasonally over at Robert Wallace's. Go up there and mine. I'm mining gold, damn it. I'm mining gold. To me, that sounds like a perfect future. To be honest with you, I'm pulling very expensive particles of rock out of the earth. Thank you. And I'm working for myself. And, I'm clearing whatever a year. That's not a bad existence. And the nature. How about the nature? All right. I've teased long enough. Let me call the man, the myth, the mountain man. We'll see if he answers. Good to see you all, by the way. Thanks for coming.
How's it going, Billy?
What's up, Robert Wallace? How are you?
I'm doing well.
You probably already know this, but you are live on the air. So say hello to your fans and friends and family.
Hello, people. How are you?
Well,
you
we're
guys
going to...
are all doing well on the East Coast. Hope everybody's well on the East Coast. So, I don't know how the weather is. But, isn't that funny? The Dorian, you've been watching Florida Marquee?
Yeah. No. I'm subscribed, but I haven't been watching it, no.
If you've been watching any of the Dorian videos that he's been putting out, I've been watching some of those. And a few videos back, he was showing the different models that they had of forecasting where the hurricane was going to go. And you know what the only model that didn't show it hitting mainland U.S. that was right was?
Which one?
The U.S. Navy.
The Navy model was the only correct one, showed it bouncing up the coast?
That's the model they're using now.
Okay. What do you think that means?
Well, the Patriots are in fucking control, aren't we?
It definitely feels like the Patriots are in control right now and have been for quite some time, but how crazy would that be?
There is weather modification. I mean, I don't know if it is or isn't, but I believe there is. I believe that we all believe that they're maybe. Am I correct in believing that, or am I assuming it being an accident?
No, man. They've been able to cloud seed since World War II. I definitely believe that through HARP and DARPA that they are able, maybe not necessarily able to create a storm, but can take the baby foundations of what starts out as a storm and sometimes fizzles out, and they can like throw some gasoline on it, and they can steer it a little bit, and they can kind of make it do what it wants. So I think, honestly, on a conspiratorial level, the white hats might have control of that technology, which I do believe it exists, and I don't believe it's, crazy to think that we're not able to do these types of things. I mean, that's my thought.
Yes, I believe so. I believe that maybe just going out on a limb here, I'm going to say that the flooding in the Midwest and all that, affecting all the farmers and stuff, I'm going to say that was black cats in control, manipulating the weather, just like they have been with the droughts in California, which have set the stage for the wildfires in the West, because they say, because of the drought and everything's dry, or this or that bullshit fucking excuse, whatever. I'm not buying anything they say anymore. So we got that going on for manipulation. We got the hurricane going right now that apparently the new Navy model is the correct model. I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm almost like 98% sure that I'm right on what I'm saying.
Well, and that's a good model to be right at this point. I mean, it could have buzzsawed right across Florida and maybe threw itself into the Gulf of Mexico, in that shallow, warm Gulf of Mexico water. Could have rejuvenated it. Could have flung that sucker right back into Houston or back up into New Orleans. It's it's the best case scenario because it's also coming up the coast just far enough away where the winds are simply barely licking at the area, not like the Bahamas. And you know what? It's either a miracle or it's being done. I mean, it's a miracle or it's being manipulated. One of two, right? This isn't just.
I'm saying some of both.
Huh?
You there?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Yeah, I'm going to say some of both.
Some of both? Well, then I would consider that a miracle. Well, if there's any touch of a miracle into it, man, then the whole thing's a miracle. And I get what you're saying.
Well, a miracle as far as God intervening.
Yeah, I can see that.
God's always intervening.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Hey, let's talk about your claim, buddy. Your area where you've been doing your water aerobics and somehow in the process finding many deposits of that beautiful yellow metal that apparently seems to love being right in front of you. Many hours later of work, what a score, what a hit. That was so exciting, man, for me to watch. Robert Wallace pulling gold particles out of the water. It was amazing, dude.
Yeah, I got there like Friday night after work. I got there at I didn't go up there Friday night. I was going to go up there Friday night originally, but I put the kibosh on that, and I was going to go up Saturday morning, and I put the kibosh on that, and I went up Saturday night, and I set up the gold cube, and then I ran Sunday morning at about 7:30. I started running, and I started to tear down at about 11:30. And, I had some shenanigans. some extra recreational activity breaks and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the 3 hours later, of shoveling, standing in one spot, shoveling. Not much walking involved, It's really easy, actually. Shovel. It's real easy.
I got you.
But it is easy money, but it's taken me 11 years to be able to get to the point that I'm at now, knowledge-wise and equipment-wise.
Well, I could hear it in your voice, dude. That there was some excitement there, and I don't speak on behalf of everybody, but on behalf of myself, that was refreshing, man. I loved the raw excitement that I kind of heard out of you, and I get it because I'm a pretty emotional guy, about stuff, and when I get excited, and that seriously, man, I was sitting there like ear to ear, just grinning, watching this, dude, and you're like pointing out the little chunks of gold, and I'm like, yeah, that's the stuff, man. So I'm happy that you're making a little success there, and that's great.
Yeah, I probably made somewhere from like 150 to maybe $200 in 3 hours, which isn't bad, for working at a leisurely pace, being outdoors and swimming and picking fresh blackberries.
Let me ask you a question outside of the video.
Jamming on the shovel.
Right on. Let me ask you a question though. From your videos where you did the gold.
Yeah.
And maybe you're planning this for a third video. I don't know. But everything I loved about it, it left me wanting more. Do you know what it left me wanting? I'm just going to tell you because it's rhetorical. Is that I wanted to know how you separate what was left in that pail of the debris with the gold, how you separate that from the debris and pull that out of there. Do you sit there with the tweezers and like I don't know, a microscope or
Yeah, I put my fucking monocle on with some tweezers.
That's what I figured, dude. I saw that. I see that, dude.
I don't put my monocle on with my tweezers and just pulling your fucking leg.
I know. I know.
No.
Tell me what you do.
I got different screens, different size screens, so I classify that material. Well, first, let me back up. Forget everything I just said. I'm going to start all over.
All right. Well, hang on. Because it would be rude for me to get a beer once you started telling this backside of this. So I'm going to get a beer now because you took a big old huff of air. And I feel like am I about to get like 30 pages in the science book? What's going on here?
Possibly, yeah. You're going to get a little educated. Why not?
All right. I'll be back in just a second.
Okay. I'm gonna partake in a break myself. So, yep, you guys, licenses, guys, on the gold. What else is going on in my? Let me see. Oh, I finished the compost bin in the backyard. Finally, I got the compost bin built in the backyard. So I got the backyard half of the City Farm Day Wallace is coming together now. Starting to come together because I ran out of room in the front yard for composting already. So I had to basically build the one in the backyard now. So composting in the backyard now. It's closer to the kitchen. It's kind of nice actually. I kind of prefer it back there better. So I think I might only keep one composter out front and put the rest in the back. To actually get the sun more than what I thought. So I will have to do a video on that once I get that situated. And now, I'll this off with a little mushroom. Mushroom dust, is diving. Just friggin' mine, fun guy, hanging out with the guys. Fun guys, me oh my. Fun guys, hanging out on a Tuesday night. Fun guys, gonna board some fun guys, hanging out all the time.
What are we doing?
What am I doing? Bowl, eating some mushroom, smoking some mushroom dust on top of the bowl, talking to you. What?
I know, that sounds fun. What are you singing about? What are you singing about?
Mushroom song. I'm singing mushroom song. Why?
Has the train left the station, Robert Wallace?
Not yet.
Not
I'm
yet.
on the board though.
Dude, we were all looking forward to some shovel tonight. How come we didn't get no shovel?
You're gonna have some good shovel. I'll try again later. But I'll try again later.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Maybe, possibly, just for a shovel session, maybe. But anyways, so back to cleanup. So cleaning up on my concentrate. So as many hours as it takes me to get what you guys saw for me in the bucket, it takes that many hours to separate it from the bucket to gold, dried out, ready to sell.
How long?
The same amount of time that it took to put it into the bucket.
It takes that amount of time. Wow.
Whenever if it takes me 3 hours, like I have what you saw in that bucket.
Yeah.
Because I added on top of what I had in there before from that same area.
Right, I saw that.
The weekend before.
Yep, I saw that.
That was probably about, because my partner took half from the weekend before.
Okay.
So I only got half of what we got together in that 4 hours, 5 hours of mining the weekend before. So I got about 5.5 hours, 6 hours worth of mining in that bucket that you guys saw.
Right.
So that means it will take me 6 hours of rerunning that, because those black tubs that I washed out in.
Yes.
I got to configure those tubs to where they recirculate with one another, so I can set my gold cube up in one.
Right.
And then the water will recirculate, and I can run my pump in the other tub.
Yes.
So I will do that, and then I will run all my stuff through the gold cube again, but without the trommel on it, because it's already all been classified and screened. So I'll take the trommel attachment off, rerun it through the gold cube. That'll pull more of the black sands out.
Okay, got you.
Which is magnetic black sand.
Okay. Yeah.
So more of those will come out. Then I will take that and I will let that material, if I'm antsy, I'll do it when it's wet and I steam it down to where I can get bigger pieces of gold out that don't fall through the screen material. I'll get those out with the sucker or tweezers if they're big enough. Put those in the vial, and then I'll end up with, X amount of screen size, X, whatever screen X, whatever mesh it is I use.
Right.
Back in the bucket with black sand. Then I have this other thing called the Blue Bowl that local miner invented.
Okay.
And use that to actually kind of my ex-father-in-law's next-door neighbor, so I kind of, know the guy a little bit. So, old friends. So, hung out with that guy. So, he's got a thing called the blue bowl, and that separates the black sands from the fine gold.
Okay, got you. Yep.
Mostly what I get. So after that process, I'll blue bowl it, pull the gold out of there, left in the blue bowl, and then I re-blue bowl the black sand that I re-blue bowl like about 3 times.
And what's that reduce it down to then? I mean, how much gold are you seeing after the 3rd time you reduce it?
Oh, you'll see like just tiny like dust basically.
Is it like 90% gold though? What's left in that after that 3rd rinse?
Oh, after that, I'm pulling out all gold, and then like I'll put it in the pan. Once I get some blue bowl and I put it in the pan, and then I use like a little squirter and a sucker. And so I like squirt with water, squirt the sand grains out of the way, and then I get it where it's just gold.
Yeah.
And then once I have it all gold in my sucker, I'll dry it all out. Then I put it in a vial, and then I take ammonia, and I add that to the vial, and then I shake it up with the gold in there. And then I do it over a gold pan always, so that way I don't lose gold. I can always recover it.
Yeah.
I keep adding ammonia with like an eyedropper or something, or like a turkey baster or something, to where I can add ammonia into the vial and keep just cleaning the gold with the ammonia.
I got you.
And then I get it really clean, and then I take it, and then I retry it out again, and then it's ready to be sold.
Ready to be
sold. That's what I do personally, which is a lot of work, but you have to do that work anyways. If you were going to be melting it down, you have to go through those steps anyway.
Yeah, you got to refine it and get it ready to melt and turn it in. And gold's at a great price right now, so you're being well paid for what you're doing, and it's going to only get better for you, my friend.
Exactly, I'm trying to save it, so I'm trying to hold on to it, but I'll probably sell once I probably get a couple ounces here, probably about 2-3 ounces, I'll sell it.
Nice.
So I probably have 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces now that I got to clean out from my bucket, down to vial. So I got to clean up all my concentrates.
Let me ask you.
Go
ahead.
I got probably like 4 days worth of cleaning it.
Okay.
Separating and all that. So
I got
that's
you.
how much shit I have. That's half a 5-gallon bucket is about 4 days for me to clean out.
Yeah, well, I'm very anxious or interested in finding out what your actual melt comes out of that. Let me ask you a question about the equipment itself, okay?
Yeah.
What I'd like to know is for that rig that you have, where you have the 3 filters and you have that little sump pump going where you get to rinse everything. I mean, don't get specific. Just give me a general idea. How much money are we talking about setting up a rig like that? We talking like $1,500? We talking about $6,000?
Roughly like 15, somewhere in there, 1,200.
1,500?
What?
I said 1,500 right in there.
Yeah, somewhere right in there is a real good number.
That's pretty reasonable, man. For what I saw going on in your filter pans, that seems pretty reasonable to have that rig.
Well, yeah, that runs off a battery, so I mean, then I avoid a lot of. I can be out in the open with that. And I can be in public eyesight with that and not have an issue in a court of law.
Okay, I got you.
So
it's a good rig. It's a good setup.
With other methods that I have, there's a little controversy and it'd be a little hiccup and hang up and judicial. for quite a few years.
Would you say
I was
it's evil?
using my dredge. So
Sounds evil.
Don't admit
but
that.
it all depends.
Don't
Dr.
admit that,
Evil.
dude.
Dr. Evil.
All right,
But
pal.
it's all
It's almost 1:30 in the morning though. I gotta wrap this up, man. I'm tired.
Alright.
What I would love is for an update and a follow-up on that process after you put that through there, dude. If you could do something with it, I would absolutely watch it.
Yeah.
To see how you get it down, and then even if you like showed a video, dude, of you like melting it down and putting it into like one solid piece, I think people would watch
I don't
that.
have all that stuff yet.
But-
I don't have all the stuff to melt
Oh.
it down yet, but
Okay, I got you.
I thought about getting this stuff, and I talked about it with Frank and stuff, because I was interested in learning how to do it. And he goes, you don't get as much. He says he doesn't like it from a buyer's perspective
Yeah,
because you don't know what's in that. You don't know how well you don't know where the gold came from, what quality of gold it is. You don't know any of that information
okay, I got you.
as a buyer.
So you turn it into a local that knows it's from the area, the region.
Yeah, but I take it to a local. He looks at when I take my gold and sell it to Frank. He looks at it and he goes, "Steep Hollow Canyon," and I go, "Yeah." And he looks at it and can tell by the gold, by how it looks from where it's from, based upon the colors and the rust or the rocks that are attached to those gold flakes or little nuggets or whatever it is. He can tell by looking at it because he knows. He sees, it's kind of like me when you're a miner, you don't see trees and forest and wildflowers. You see 50 feet, 100 feet under the ground what people don't see because you're going, oh, that rock's here. This whole ground underneath where I'm walking, it looks like this.
Sure.
It looks like this. It looks like that over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so underneath me, there's a vein somewhere, it's splitting somewhere over here. Okay, that's what this gully that I'm walking through is. Okay, this side, this. And then you're able to think like the volcano and act by cooling, which is different rocks, the formation of different rocks.
Okay. I think I followed you. I agree. 100%, dude. 100%.
Plus from reading books around here too, reading the mining books. So anyway, we can get all that later on. We can talk for hours about mining. Hours and hours and hours. So
Well, I'm hoping that I can pay you some money so you can put that on a tape so that I can listen to it when I want to go to sleep.
alrighty.
No.
Yep, it will. You'll grow up more enlightened. Wake up more enlightened the next day.
I'm playing, man. You know I'm playing. I love talking about mining. I love it. I do. I'm into precious metals. I'm into where they come from. I love the fact that silver is a byproduct of gold. For every 1 ounce of gold that's mined out of the earth, 10 ounces of silver comes out. That's a 1-to-10 ratio. I truly am just having fun with my brother, Robert Wallace. I really am into mining, and I dig, no pun intended, but a song too. You play a shovel and you're a miner. What the fuck, dude? But I like his. I like that. I like about precious metals and that kind of stuff and where they come from, and the fact that there's other metals that get pulled out of the ground that we use every day that are a byproduct of other metals that are more resourceful that we use. I don't know why. I'm kind of into it. I'm not into geology, but I'm into metals, and I like that. And Robert, thank you, man, so much. I'm sorry that your stream got, whatever they did or however that went down. But thank you for coming tonight. Is there anything that you want to share before cutting this loose?
No, not really, you guys. And God bless. Take care, and I'll be making videos on cleanup. That's what I plan on doing tomorrow after work, is getting the golf cube set up and ready to run. And then I'll get all my stuff classified down, and then I'll do some short little videos of equipment and processes and stuff like that. All the nitty-gritty fine-tuned stuff. Maybe probably 3 or 4 parts. So, and then I'll post them. So.
Awesome, dude. We'll look forward to them. I can't wait. I'm really into it. I like it. My friend Robert Wallace and your friend Robert Wallace was here live tonight on the podcast. Thank you, Robert Wallace. You have a fantastic night, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Take care. Love you guys. God bless.
You too, brother. Bye.
Bye.
All right. I'm into medals. I like medals. Hi, Daisy. What are you trying to come and say hi? All right. The dog wants to say hi. Come here. No. You don't. Come on. You don't even have a collar on. Come on. You're not even wearing a collar. Come here. Joe. All right. Just say hi. I'm not going to let you lick me. No. Where's Mama? Where's Mama? Yeah. She's not here. Look right here. See? Look at that. Yeah. What Daisy? No. No. I love this dog. She's 9 years old, and that tongue and breath is death. I love it. She just don't get to lick no more. No. I don't know if she ate it like a rotten bird or something. Or do you eat too many cat poops? Huh? You like cat turds, don't you? And you eat those up, don't you? It's a good thing you got a cute face. Your breath. Mm-mm-mm. And she's a great dog. She's a good girl. Yes. No. You're a good girl. She's a great dog. No. Go lay down. Oh, whatever. All right. So, thank you for bearing with me through my night. I started you off with a phone call with Shawnee. I hope that just, I don't know. Maybe I'll delete that part of it if I can in the video. I don't know. We didn't really say anything rude or anything. I mean, right? That was all fine. All fine. And then we wrapped it up. Mr. Robert Wallace. Good time. Love learning. What do we got? Oh, we got more going on in the Big Island, huh? Robert Nozella, do we? Heh. It's funny because my mom and dad got Daisy's brother in the litter. It was her, and then it was 3 boys. 3 boys. And my parents got the other one, and they named him Duke. And we, you know, I don't know. It's just one of those anomalies. It was weird. Wasn't thought out. Probably could have used a Bo and a Luke. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, I got you. It serves me right for checking out of the chat for like 20 minutes. Come in and just like, I know what's going on. Let me read. Oh, really? Do you think that? Oh, be a pretty smart guy. Just setting straight. Not really. No. Nope. Well, you know what, guys? Let me just say, no matter what happens in life moving forward, it's been an absolute honor to meet all of you and just get to know all of you in this whole thing. How why every one of us are here right now, and the people that will watch this on the replay. It's amazing to me that we come together. You know, we do this at multiple other channels. We do. So I don't mean it that way. I mean, it's just amazing. I bump into some of you at other live feeds and stuff. It's like, hey. And we just, it's cool. It's cool. You know, it's fun. It's a great community all the way around, no matter where you meet, no matter where you see each other. The truth is just so right on. And it's delicious when you know you're getting it. And it's just, we've been overfed with truth. Winning like you've never experienced before. We're going to win so much that you're going to beg me, Mr. President, please, can we stop winning? And I'm going to say, no, too bad. You're going to keep winning. Don't get callous to it. Embrace it. Protect it. It's worth it. Winning is okay when you're taking out this level of global corruption across the board on every level. And there's more to this story. The next thing to go, you guys, after the election, the Federal Reserve is going. Trump is going to free humanity from debt. You don't want to believe it? Don't believe it. You want to do a minuscule microcosm amount of research into what the Federal Reserve is? It is all very, very clear what President Trump is doing. Very clear. He's taking the Fed down. And he's making them take themselves down. It's not going to happen right now. But you just wait. You watch what happens after the 2020 election. Right after Trump gets in, that's going to be the next phase or operation or whatever it is in this long list of things that they have to do to take out this deep state corruption. The Federal Reserve goes down after the 2020 election. Book it. Book it. In my opinion, what do I know? I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody. Sitting here talking all with authority, like I know. I don't. But it's what I think's going to happen. So there's that. So there is that. Whatever. That's what I think is going to happen. It's not because of my own thought process. I just allowed myself to look at facts and go, I think I agree with that. Oh, here we go. So who am I? Nobody. I'm just somebody that takes in a lot of somethings and develops his own opinion and says, here you go. So, but that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying. That's where the plan's going. They have to. They have to cut the head of the snake off the body. Federal Reserve. It's where all the money comes in. It's where all the money comes in. It's where the money comes in. You got to cut the head of the snake off. And that snake head is the Federal Reserve. Fruit Ninja style. We got to lop the head. It's like we're cutting a a friggin' pineapple. You said Fruit Ninja. That's still like 2008. But that's what's got to happen to the Federal Reserve. We have to lop them off. But not before we let them expose themselves, and not before we bleed them dry to re-fortify America and our military. All of it. Getting the wall built. All of it. The Patriots, President Trump, they're using the Federal Reserve at this point against themselves. They are using the fact that the dollar is worth something right now to absolutely reinvigorate everything about America. They're fixing all the streets. If they haven't fixed yours yet, they're on their way. They are building the infrastructure of America back up on the Federal Reserve dollar and its debt. And when this all comes about, you guys, there's going to be some legalities that show that the Federal Reserve wasn't allowed to do A, B, C, and D under the pretenses of their role in the monetary system. And that is going to null and void all debt. Game over. Thank you for playing. Goodbye. They're going to nullify the debt. You guys hang on. It's what's coming. This was not another 4-year election, as we've been told over and over and over. You know what it was? Donald Trump said, our campaign, no, I'm sorry, our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt government establishment designed only to enrich itself at the expense of you, the American people. That's what their campaign was about, was replacing a failed and corrupt government establishment. He told us back then what he was doing. He told the world. He told us in the second debate with Hillary. It's just a good thing, she says, that men like Donald Trump aren't in charge of the laws of our country. He turns around and says, yeah. Or he goes, because you'd be in jail. Everybody's like, she ain't in jail yet. She ain't in jail. That bitch is in jail inside of herself right now. The bars are coming later. The doors are closing on all these people. They're getting monkey hammered left and right. They're punch drunk. They don't know which way to go. This great awakening, this great plan, this Q has beat the brakes off the deep state. They don't know which way they're going. Everywhere they turn around, they get hit. Hit. Foot. Hit. They're getting their asses beat. And I'm loving it. And you know why it's happened? Because Q said never get in the way of an enemy when they are destroying themselves. Basically, is what he said. And they've just allowed it to go on. The deep state is living by the lie, and they're going to die by the lie. They had to. They had to marry themselves to the idea of what it was. And that's why they had to villainize Donald Trump, who, by the way, is winning. Like I needed to say it, he's winning. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. I mean, are there some deep state false flags in the future? Maybe. Sounds like maybe the white hats have gotten their hands around a few of them. They're going to let one or two or a few be able to slip through or not be able to cover it, or the deep state, deep state is not dumb. Could something be aware? Look at your surroundings. Just what does that mean? Go covert? No, of course not. Just a little more self-awareness. Just, hey, okay, he's changing the tire. All right, fine, he's changing the tire. The hood's open, whatever. I don't know. Just not anything bad about that, like raising your personal awareness to your surroundings. It's good. And we are left with the directive to see something, say something. So that implies that we should be paying attention to the surroundings. So do that. Do that, right? Did I just see the name Earn Dog is in here? What's up, Earn Dog? Earn Dog came in right at the end, under the wire. Well, Earn Dog, not much, man. Just following truth, calling out bullshit, and living, brother. LIVIN, living. Just trying to get through this, man. It's been a grind. It's been a grind, but well worth it. How about you? I hope you're doing well. Hope things are good, I watched Tombstone the other day. Just like, now I don't watch Tombstone. I just watch little segments of it, like where Doc Holliday is talking and that kind of stuff. Or, Wyatt Earp. Both are acceptable. And I think of you every time I hear the word Tombstone. So there's that. That's good to hear, man. That's good, brother. That's good. We miss old Earn Dog, man. That's a dude that round peg, round hole, triangle into a triangle, square peg, square hole. Just he's what he is. He talks and he says what he is, and that's why people love you, dude. We hope you come back around, man. One more in the verbal fight, man. It's good. It's good, and you have a lot to offer. What Christy Coon's husband asked, he wanted to know if I wanted to eat some of his smoked meat. Don't be gross. Of course I would. Oh, he loved his cooking. Yeah, right. I know. Earn Dog's cooking shows, man. Oh, I know, D. I know. And the cat that used to piss off Earn Dog so fierce. That cat. Man, that cat got under his dander. Under his dander. Whatever. Food stamp, you bastard. I did. You know what? It's right when I said it, you probably saw me look up, and I'm like, no, shouldn't. There he is. Food stamp was hilarious. Oh. Well, hey, Holly Baglio. Nice to see you. Welcome. Yeah, right, KK? Right? I know. Totally. Absolutely. You're welcome. So I was gonna end the stream, and then Earn Dog came, and I'm good with that. So we can keep going. We will keep going. We will, but it does not mean that I'm not going to leave you with about a minute of music because I'm just selfish and going to go have a smoke. So there's that. Stay if you will. Let's see what we can put on. This thing will probably, I'll just put on, this. Yeah, this guy. I like this guy. I played him many times. This will definitely get me a strike, but it's worth it for this. And if I'm going to make you wait for just a minute, I might as well give you a good song to listen to, right? I'll be right back.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is all right with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. I want to spend my life with you. Me say, baby, since we've been together, ooh, loving you forever is what I need. Let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue. Oh, baby, let's stay together. Loving you well. Times are good and bad, happy or sad. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, the times are good and bad, happy or sad. Why people break up? Oh, turn around and make up. I just came to see you never do that to me. Baby, spinning around you is all I see. Is what I want to do. You ought to stay together, loving you well. Time to good and bad, happy and sad. Say that's together, loving you well. Morning, dear. For the last 42 years, my wife and I have run this farm. I paid into Medicare my whole life. Trump wants to cut it just to pay for tax breaks for billionaires.
All right, so I went a little longer than the song. That's okay. What's up with you guys? What are we talking about? Nothing. Right, Mel? Right. I know. Oh my God, it's so nice to meet you later. Totally. Totally. You guys get fruit flies ever? Get 'em once in a while. Hey, something right now, because it's after midnight, it's 9/4. What we have been told is that 8chan is going to go before, it won't be tomorrow because it's the 4th, but it'll be the 5th that 8chan goes up, and then sounds like we could possibly be hearing from Q on the 5th at some point in time. But either way, then or after, it sounds like the board will be back up. So we could look for some direction there. By then, it'll be interesting to see what's going on with the hurricane. And if there are any Q drops, I'm looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that. Getting some kind of information, regardless whether we get the information or we don't, we see what's happening, right? You see it before your eyes. It's happening now. It's been happening. I know I've stated, 2, 3, 4 times in the last 2-3 months, like, open your eyes. It's happening right now. It really, truly is happening. It's all happening in front of us. There's no more guessing. There's no more games. It's just a matter of time. We have it all. We have all the information. We know everything. It's just a matter of when the information is going to drip out, and it's going to trigger that Q drop to solidify. And again, future will prove past on numerous Q drops, as they have been and as they continue to. It's just happening. So earlier I talked about trying to, talk to somebody that wasn't awake. Listen, at this point, don't try. Don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth somebody that is that asleep. It's not worth it. It's really not. They will eventually wake up, or they won't. But somebody that is that stubborn or that off the rocker is either totally dependent on Democrat social programs, or they're so far detached from reality that I don't know. I mean, maybe that's the answer. They're that far detached from reality. What other explanation could it be? And that will only get bigger and bigger as we move forward, as this continues to go on. That question will just distance those people more and more from the majority of humanity that is awake. I mean, people in Hong Kong, how can people in Hong Kong be awake? And all over the world, and referencing Q, and where we go one, we go all. How can these people in third world countries and communist countries be hip to the fact that this is a global event that is shaping the world moving forward? How is it that you can have leftist dumbasses not be awake right now? People in communist countries are awake. How can you not be awake? For real. Ask yourself that. It's from being overprivileged. And that's not, I'm talking about, really, when I say that, the dumb, privileged people that had no guidance in their life, and their parents give them safe rooms and give them safe spaces, and everybody gets. That was not good. It took away competitive nature. Thank God it didn't take it completely away, but it wrecked a generation or two of men that probably could have been some fine men in life. And boy, mission accomplished. George Soros, mission accomplished. We are lucky she didn't win. Had she won, it's funny. Yesterday I thought about this. I honestly sat and I thought, if I look at where the world was when this buildup was happening, where would we be right now with Hillary Clinton? Where would we be with North Korea right now? Where would we be with China? Where we'd probably be still stroking China. We're not stroking them anymore. Where would we be with Putin? They'd be driving that wedge farther and farther. Where would the EU, the European Union, be on this? Well, they would be all in behind Hillary. See, they got to have a boogeyman. The boogeyman was going to be Putin. The boogeyman was going to be Kim Jong-un. The boogeyman was going to be, God, I'm so disappointed in myself. Syria's guy. Somebody help me, please. They had boogeymen set up. Trump is the proverbial monkey wrench in the deep state's plans. 100%. 100%. It's almost comical to watch it play out, except we know that people are going to get hurt as a result of collateral damage from that very thing, the plan. Or not the plan, but people are going to be hurt as collateral damage because the plan is choking them into making decisions, which have to be made. They have to expound their ammunition that they have. And I'm not saying all, but that's where some of these shootings come from. A lot of these shooters have a lot of the same characteristics, a lot of the same psychiatric treatment, a lot of the same psychiatric drugs, and been going for many years. And that's kind of that's the MO for the shooters. They didn't want to touch this last one that happened down in Midland, Texas. It was not only not a white guy, but it was a Democrat supporting Bernie, I think. I could have that wrong, but Bernie supporting Democrat of mixed color, I think. It just did not fit the narrative that they're trying to push so hard right now for gun regulation, which Trump will never let happen. He's not going to let that happen. That's what I believe. Yeah. Never had them, D. I'd try them though, because I've heard they taste like chicken. And if there's one thing I know I like, it's chicken. I do like some chicken. You know what's funny? I wonder why they taste like chicken. That's weird. I've heard squirrels taste like chicken too, though, so maybe it's not that weird. I do? Who? James who? And what is that? Rabbit tastes like chicken, KK said. Yeah, you got to season it for sure. Headless. You got to season chicken. It's delicious and it holds moisture, but you got to season chicken. You don't have to, but if you're not seasoning chicken, you better be like lifting weights for a living or something.
My God. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. You come from the deep underground military bunkers. Is that what that is? I was trafficked by the military and exposed to MKL. Oh my God. Really? Have you been like talking about this whole time and I've been droning on about my like dumb, stupid theories? And I have you in here? Oh my God. All right. I understand what dumbs are. Why were you she has a channel. Okay. Let's promote that. Holly Baglio channel. Go to it because I don't know, she's got good information I'm hearing and I'm excited to hear about it actually. So I don't really know much more about dumbs. I mean, it was made to house people, right? Like if there was a nuclear attack or something. Is that? And then it's also something that they have for like military and deep state and all that. And these things are elaborate and they connect, they intercede. I kind of get that, but what capacity, Holly? I mean, whatever you are can tell me about it, really. I mean, it's pretty damn interesting. I'll say that. I'd sub Holly right now, except I can't because I'm doing. Actually, I can. I can do it on my phone. I'm gonna sub you right now, Holly. With the interconnecting of all the tunnels and all that, Holly, is that what you're talking about? Like a whole world under there? And if not if, but because you were under there, I mean, how did it come to be that you lived there, or your parents, I mean, had access, or how's that work? I'm trying to look up your channel. I'm sorry. Oh, there you are. Oh man, you got a whole bunch of subscribers. Look at you. And now you got one more. All right. Was he in the SS Navy, Holly? LSD. Weren't they only handing that out to like the Germans? Yeah, I heard of that actually. And did that kind of spin into the Men Who Stare at Goats, right? I'd be honored. I'd be honored to interview Holly if she'd let me. That would be. I would dig that a lot. That would be great. Holly, if you would let me know, that would be super great. Really? That we should do it. We should totally do it. Well, I'd say, how about right now? Except I can't put my phone number on this. Does anybody know Holly? You can give her my phone number. Yeah, Joe Mama. I think that'd be fun. I would really like that, actually. So many questions. Because really that's a situation that is, yeah, there's people that talk about it and that kind of stuff, but to have somebody that went through it, that'd be, yeah, I would definitely love hearing more about that. What do you think, James? You want to be in a Bill and Holly sandwich and be the go-between? I'm game. I'm feeling quite brave. Very brave. Where the hell's Brian? I need Brian. Where's Brian? I would laugh my ass off if Brian just popped up like right now. Hey man, I was just lurking. What's up? What's up? Jesus, everybody's got each other's number. I got you. You have call. Yeah, call Pookie. All right, Pookie. I got you. That's so true. Food stamp. That would just make it so awkward. Oh man. Once you make eye contact, you can't take it back either. It's like, did we look at? Yeah, we did. Yeah. Eye contact makes it real. That means it happened. Food stamp ain't wrong. Belmonte, what do you know and over? Or what did you say? You went, oh. I thought you were like, no. Oh, no, you said no after that. No, I don't know what that means. Violation of the Waymo Act. What in the world is this? Oh, the eye. No. Yeah. Okay. I got it. I got it. Oh my God. All right, you guys, it's almost 2:15 in the morning here. I have to wrap this up. I just do. I'll come on again soon. I love doing it. It's a lot of fun. I like hanging with you guys. I like reading the chat. And it lets me get some stuff off my chest. So I like that part of it too. It's kind of like my therapy. A little bit. So unless you guys got any. Fruit fly. Damn it. Those things, why can't you smack a fruit fly? Fruit fly be like, but it goes by, it comes out of nowhere and just goes, and like by the time you're like this, it's gone. It's off in the. Fruit flies are horrendous, and I got stuff out to catch the 2 or 3 that are buzzing around. I mean, I don't have an infestation, and I don't have fruit out right now or any vegetables out. By the way, none of that. So I don't know. What am I doing? I'm just a guy here
trying to make it on my own with my dog and my cat. I don't have any guidance for the next 3 days. What am I going to do? Hope I don't burn the house down. Which would be a real bad thing to say if you were like planning to do some shit like that. Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's about it. You guys got anything? Maybe not. It's been a long stream. Super long. Sorry. In fact, I apologize. It's been this long. My bad. So yeah, love you all too. Thanks, KK. That's awesome. And thank you all, honestly, for showing up. I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. Until the next time, we will definitely have this. So, yay! Enjoy. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.